Welcome everyone out to Circuit de la South. We are here at Le Mans for a 2-week special. This week we're taking the GT3 cars around the Bugatti circuit, and next week will be the 24-hour Le Mans virtual. Welcome everyone. My name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. We are getting ready to give you guys a great show out here. A very short sprint race for these guys, an introduction to, I'd like to call it GT June, where these guys are going to be competing in a GT3 championship, the first GT championship we have here at CMRSC. So yeah, I'm super excited to get that underway. Let me know how audio qualities are in the chat. But yeah, we're just I would normally say we are waiting for a lot more people. We're not gonna really have the biggest amount of people to come out here today. Looks about maybe 14, I'd say, to come out and support, as a lot of the drivers, such as the SVL crew, I believe possibly Lycan and our very own Justin Desir, is running in the 24 hours of Le Mans at iRacing. So yeah, I think a couple of them are running an AC as well. So yeah, best of luck to them to see what they could do. But yeah, we have our business here at the Bugatti circuit with these beautiful sounding GT3 cars, letting everyone have free choice to pick whatever car they want to drive this week and go out and have some fun out there. Today's race will be featuring a 30-minute sprint race with a mandatory, not just a pit stop, but a mandatory pit window where these guys are going to have to pit at a certain time frame. Yeah, you heard that right. They cannot pit any other time but until the 15-minute mark. You'll also notice it on our on-screen data that you'll see during the race. But yeah, these guys are not allowed to get into the pits. Pits are closed until the 15-minute mark. It'll be a 5-minute pit window, so you're gonna see everyone rushing in at once. So hopefully we're gonna have a good race to the end. We're also gonna be hosting our first ever one-shot qualifying. The one-shot qualifying format will basically see these guys go out similar to last week, on track by themselves. However, instead of a 15-minute run, they will only have 5 minutes to put up their best times. It'll give them about 2 to 3 laps on track. And out of those times, we're going to see what they can do on track. And yeah, we'll see how these guys fare with the one-shot format. And with GT3 racing, all of these cars have different personalities. The way you drive them are very different to each other. Unlike DTM that we ran before, or a single make, these cars are very, very different to each other in their own way. However, they're all equal. So we're gonna see different drivers driving different cars. You see the X-Play guys. We see Marlon and Martin both driving the Mercedes. You can kind of see Sean in the pits driving the McLaren. Klaus also opting for the Mercedes. Tavar going for the Porsche. And Lance Nasir going for the Bentley. I'd also put up some times to help these guys with setups. So yeah, I had given out some very quick Lamborghini GT3 setups. I also had done a Bentley and the Mercedes setup, so a lot of these guys are running with it. So yeah, this track, if you guys don't know, is run by MotoGP. So a lot of these curbs, you're not going to see these cars get near. See if we can find someone on track to really demonstrate that. Here we have the double right-hander here, where you're only focusing on the second right-hander and that kind of little makeshift hairpin. Over here is a very different way you take this kind of chicane. You're kind of riding on the first curb and then launching yourself and then using that momentum, especially in a heavy car like the Mercedes with the front engine. You are able to ride a lot of these curbs with no effort. All these guys are also going to be stuck on the soft tire to make it as equal as possible. So there is Martin Webster out on track there. Can't really see him in that camera. So I'll stay on this camera right now. Coming up to the first two corners, which is the exact same for Circuit de la South, the actual full-length track at Le Mans. So the first two turns are equal. And then here is the part where it turns different. So instead of going straight, you're actually taking a long right-hander, which that curb is a bit hard to follow. As you can see, Martin going a bit wide there. But yeah, these curbs meant for the bikes, the MotoGP that comes around here. There is Martin. Currently second fastest with a 1:37.961. You will see times around the 1:36s, however. So yeah, this is basically an introduction to the championship we will be hosting in 2 weeks' time. 5 rounds from some of the most iconic tracks. Let me just read them out to you. We have Silverstone, Road Atlanta, Imola, Spa. And Spa, that's going to be for the 24 hours of Spa Virtual. And yeah, that's in no particular order. And then, of course, how could I forget Hockenheim for the German Grand Prix. So looks like a handful of guys are into the pits. So let's take a look at Klaus now, who's on track, currently 4th with a 1:39.894. If you are wondering, however, about the Indy Racing Championship, we decided to conclude the championship early on. So, regarding those points, we had posted them earlier into the chat. We were not able to get through with the final round. So, we decided to start early with the GT3 cars. A lot of guys were super excited to try out the GT3s. I know drivers like Sean Lee, very interested in GT racing over the open wheel. A lot more guys you will see for the championship. So, yeah, can't wait to get that underway. So it looks like Klaus is the only one on track. So let's actually go in driver's eye of Klaus Klent to see what he is exactly doing, his lines he's taking around here, and then we'll take a chat with the guys in the Discord before we get the sessions underway. So turn 1 looks to be very good. Turn 2 using a lot of that curb on entrance and exit. Let's see what kind of line he's taking around here. So quite in the middle of the track, a lot of oversteer. Is actually going to spin the car around. Yeah, it does. He tried saving it. Was not enough there. So now it looks like all the cars are into the pits right now. We'll take a look at the track in just a moment. But, yeah. To give you guys an introduction on the championship, as I see that is someone coming out on track. I'm not too sure who that is. Let's Let's go find out who it is. It is Curtis Gregory in the Lambo. So we're actually going to see what the Lambo can do around here. It is pretty quick. It can do a 37.8. That was the fastest time the Lambo could do around here, with room for improvement. So we're going to see what Curtis can do. The only driver to represent SVL today. However, there is no teams. This is just a free-for-all out here. So you're going to see the best of the best. No team orders either. So you hear that beautiful Lamborghini Huracan. Let's just turn down the music just to listen to this engine roar around this Grade 2 track. I think we also hear another car coming out on track. That is Klaus. Let's listen to that Mercedes go. Let's go on board really quickly. That is some of the beautiful sounds these cars are producing around here. Here we get to see Sean Lee out now, upgrading the McLaren. They were running the MP412C, our old pace car around here, but we've upgraded the McLaren boys. They're now running with the newer 650S. So we're about to hop into the chat right now. Just answering a bit of questions for some of the guys in the chat. So yeah, if you guys are new around here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell as well while you're at it, so you don't miss out on any of the action that we put out every week. If you want to support us even more, go ahead and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. We post pretty frequently there. And if you are a driver hungry to get into the action, join up the Discord. The link is also in the description down below. We'll get you all hooked up and ready to go racing in no time. We see Raul Pratap in the chat. Very, very close to winning the championship. The Indy Racing Championship. Very, very close, but yeah. A lot of potential in Raul Pratap. So yeah, if he does race in the GT3 categories, man, I wonder what he can do if he's able to control a beast like an Indy car. So we're going to join the chat right about now. Let's listen in on what the guys have to say, give them a little bit of a briefing on what's about to transpire for the next hour or so for these guys that we have lined up for them. So far a lot of guys are very quiet in the chat. Let's see who else is on the track right now. Looking at the pit lane right now, looks a bit busy. We see Marlon Young, looks like he's coming out. CMRSC coming out. Is that Klaus? No, it is not Klaus. Who is that? Ooh, Sean Lee. A little bit of a spin there. Trying to figure out who that is. A lot of guys are coming out on track. Let me just
I think the McLaren are nothing for the Benz today.
That is Sean Lee saying the McLarens got nothing on the Benz. Very interesting. So that is pit lane. Where are the other guys? We see in the background there's a little battle that's going on. Who is in that white McLaren? It is Curtis. Curtis swapping over. See what he can do. Let's see if he can catch up. Running on those Michelins. Even for a sim from 2014, you can see the physics and the amount of effort that is put into this sim. Take a look at that tire. Because if you are very new to sim, I'm telling you, man, it's really close to the real life thing. This is not like the arcade games you find, like the F1 games, Gran Turismo, Forza. They have their own respective communities, which run the highest of esports in their division. But in simulation, something that is close to real life, nothing comes close to Assetto Corsa. And it runs with the big leagues like R Factor, iRacing, just to name a few. See if we can get a better angle of this little battle going on. We also see Klaus. Ooh, he's taking it too hot there. Don't get it beached in the gravel. Gets it going. I think that is Martin ahead of him. Yeah, that is Martin. So it looks like a lot of guys are opting for the Mercedes-Benz. We have 3 minutes to go before we get this underway. This is definitely going to showcase a very, very close race. I'll tell you that much. Here we see Sean Lee coming over the horizon. You see in the background there. Slow and steady over the curbs. That McLaren is very good around the corners. but I think the McLaren just lacks on is the top speed. I know the Bentley has the best top speed. I think followed by the Lexus and the Porsche. The Lambo's also pretty quick too. But yeah.
Gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Sean.
Okay now. Get it in today.
You get a little break or what?
It's a quick race, so.
Yeah. Where you partying at home?
No, it's like I gotta go somewhere, but I postpone a little bit.
Yeah, quick 30 minutes and we got. Yeah, I just met your buddy Fries, man.
I see.
Yeah, we had a good little hour there, get together. But you're rushing for catching like that now.
Yeah, I actually called it today. He didn't answer. Like, oh, this man.
Yeah, he told me. He said, Mr. Car from here, you gotta call you back. But
Yeah,
he been,
wow.
you know, when you're there for 2 days, you running around like a chicken without a head. So you
Yeah,
got that.
Yeah. When you
Probably
post the
sleep
picture,
through all last night.
when you post the picture, like, what the hell is these two white man in this picture? And when I look close, it's like, oh shit.
Raul will be in there.
Friends in Toronto, Daddy?
Yeah, he on the way to the airport now, actually. Probably at the airport already. Going back to
Oh. Yeah, I saw the picture.
Yeah, cool. You guys met up.
Yeah. We just talking about Martin and Marlon. Last time our first picture was Martin and Marlon. Now it's Rahul and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just come back. So I just hustle quick food that hustle for jump on here.
Oh, you took him to the airport? No, you did.
No. You need another friend. But I just came back from where you go. We just come in. So Rahul wants to put down the stream and they just come here.
Yeah, I got some people doing yard work. That's why I went outside to check.
Yeah, alright, so you see what's going on, yeah?
Yeah.
So those are the guys you hear in the background there.
I tell you how to party home shots, and then I figure you would have had an audience over your shoulder.
Got a minute left in practice before we get underway.
I'm
gonna have-
Brooklyn, then I'm coming back to Queens. And
Gonna have a little bit of a chat with the guys just before we begin.
Driving here.
The first one I'm gonna drive myself. The second one I'm gonna take a Uber.
Oh,
The second one is where the action will be.
the action will be. So the first one is just a driving, show your face, drive back out.
First one to drink a one beer with my partner. That's it. To chill out a little bit. And the second one is war break.
I know how them New York parties go by. Everybody come aboard the garage.
I had a
Let's go on board with Tavar in the meantime.
The Sweet 16 last week. Covered only whole
Driver's eye.
whole nines. We went to side 7 like the man.
Yeah, first time the park.
Yeah, our friends was by me. Our friends left like was I don't know what time he left. Was like 1, 2 o'clock.
Despite being on a controller, Tavar, he is very quick around here.
I know, right? I didn't even know he was coming there either. He didn't even chat.
Ooh, losing a bit of the back end there.
Anyway, we used to come down to the States a lot, but we
Nah,
Yeah.
I'll probably back to run next year.
Moving up ahead, there is Klaus.
didn't come up there for a while too.
Hope we ain't talking on the stream.
Yeah. No. I don't think
No?
so.
Okay.
Alright. You never know. I didn't have the stream going.
I don't know.
So, practice being over right about now. Man! The bots don't stop. They want to get their message across. And they're getting put in timeout once again. Apologies for that. We're doing our best to moderate the chat as best as we can, making sure there are no bar fights going on. or any cheap advertisements. So, yeah, I think it's time to talk to the guys. Oh, you hear that Porsche in the background. Whoa. Let's turn down the music. Listen to that Porsche there. It's about to go. Whoa. Man, that is a sound. All right. Let's have a little chat with the guys.
They're locked into wherever car we check.
Hello?
This is the car. This is the shop. You should be choosing the car. Yeah, I'm raised that you're choosing the car.
Oh, this is the one?
Yeah.
What, you the boss?
No, it's reset.
Testing, testing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of guys here.
Not a lot. That's why we opted for a short, quick little sprint race for today. A lot of the guys have said that they're running some iRacing events. I know Justin's gonna run his iRacing event, I believe. I know SVL guys, they got some AC Le Mans events. So
Justin
yeah,
is
just
running Le Mans with that.
yeah. So
they're already started.
yeah, so yeah, this is just gonna be a quick 30-minute sprint race. This is something that you're gonna expect for the championship in about 2 weeks' time. Basically, it's going to be a 30-minute race, and there is now a pit window. If you're unfamiliar, it's basically once the race begins, you're gonna see at the top of your screen, it's gonna say pit window opens at a certain amount of time. The pit window will open at 15 minutes left to go in the session and will close at 10 minutes left to go in the session. So you will have a 5-minute pit window, and then you're going to have a 10-minute sprint towards the end. So it is a mandatory tire change. So yeah, mandatory tire change, and the pits are always closed until it is open. Of course, I'll just signify when the pits are open. For the race, it's going to be a 30-minute race, and there is going to be a one extra lap at the end, so make sure to fuel for that. So once the timer goes out, there will be one more lap after.
Yeah, but if it's not going to be long until we can get the strategy going. Everybody's in a party.
Yeah, that's the point. We want everyone to come into the pits at once, so it's kind of going to be like a safety car restart if you think about it. Everyone's going to come out the pits at once, and it's just going to be a 10-minute race to the end.
So like kind of like a competition caution.
It's basically that, yeah. It's basically
Are you
that.
slowing people down on purpose, or we just come in when our time is to
No. You're coming in when the time is to come in.
So that doesn't mean
that we
that
have 5 minutes. We all know to be in the pit at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. 5 minutes is about 2-3 laps, so you have that amount of time to decide when you want to pit.
Just don't do that in the championship, please.
Sorry?
Just don't do that in the championship, please.
Well, I might extend it.
We can always have a conversation on that after.
Yeah.
We run this one
I don't even know what a pit entry is.
out. Neither do I.
you don't have one.
All right, well, you have 30 seconds left. I will tell you now, fuel up your cars for about 5 laps. This is a one-shot qualifying. It's just going to mean that everyone is not going to, you're not going to be able to see anyone on the track. It's basically how we did last week. It's going to be a 6-minute session, so you're going to be able to get in at least 3 laps in. So fuel the car for that, and don't teleport back to the pits. Not because it'll mess up anything, it's just because if you do, you will not have any more time to get back out on track. So once the session begins, just go out on track, have fuel for about 5 laps. You're only going to see your car on track. So, qualifying is underway.
First, I gotta find pit entry.
Second to last bottom before the double tactics clear. Push.
So, the qualifying is underway now. It is a one-shot qualifying, so we won't be able to see these guys. However, I do believe we're going to see the timing sheets. So these guys have about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. And yeah, super excited to see what they can do in a one-shot format. Very, very excited. So yeah, don't worry that you can't see any cars. It is just for 5 minutes, unlike last week how we had 15 minutes so we couldn't see anyone. And you were just going by the announcer. But in the meantime, I'm not too sure if the leaderboard will update, so we will check out the live timing sheet now. There you see all the latest times, the stored times at the bottom of what guys have done.
To the left or the right?
No idea. That's right.
I think it's at the right. So it's just before the double right hand or the last 2 corners. So yeah, that's just Sean Lee just clarifying where in the world the pit exited, because it is a bit confusing to find out where that actually is. So you see all the cars into the pits right now. Oh, we actually do see the leaderboard working. So there you go. I'm very surprised by that. Marlon Young currently quickest. A lot of these guys have to work deep under pressure for this one shot here. Trying to see if we have anywhere we can check out the cars. Don't believe it. It might be a smoother way, so we'll just check them out here. Here is the Lexus. Ooh, very loud. Let's actually turn up the volume down here, as the Lexus is the loudest car of the bunch. Let's move away from it. There is the Bentley Continental 2015, I believe. We see Tavar Clark actually put it on pole. Look at that split. 53 hundredths of a second, just quicker than Marlon. Here is Klaus in the Mercedes AMG, also from 2015. That's just myself. Just put myself also in the Bentley. Curtis, currently ramming, I believe that's Martin. But I think that's just a visual thing. But he's in the McLaren. We see Martin in the Mercedes as well. Lance Nasir in the Bentley as well. There's see Sean Lee in the McLaren. Marlon in the Mercedes. Tavar in the Porsche, who's currently quickest. So yeah, that is the cars these guys are going to do. Martin Webster, hello. Fastest lap with a 1:37.499. They might have about one more lap to go at it.
Started, guys?
Yes. That's Lance Nasir just clarifying because they do know that the cars are in the pits. But we see Martin Webster fastest time. They 1:37.499. Very, very quick to get to 37s. Right. That is, I believe, Sean Lee saying he's not too sure if he's getting the pits correct. But yeah, keep an eye on those timing sheets right now. It's about time that this is final runs. So maybe the guys do have 2 more runs left. Possibly. So, in the chat, if you guys have any questions, yeah, I do see the bots again. Wow, okay. Thank you for the support, bots, but I don't appreciate the messages you're trying to send. Oh, man. Oh, Pratap, I'm so sorry you are drowning in that chat. Let's remove the messages. Let's time out and hide the user as well. That's a great thing to do. There we go. All right, I think that might be the last of them we will be seeing for the rest of the night there. 1 minute to go in qualifying. The guys should be coming around now to complete their second lap. Right about now, we do see the timing sheets actually update there for both Martin and Marlon. Both Martin and Marlon are actually running together, but they can't see each other. When you look in the stream there, that is very funny. You see them going through turn 1 and turn 2. You see Lance Nasir now putting in his first time. Probably going for his hot lap now. But we see an X-Play 1-2. You do not see that often. Oh, man. 25 seconds left to go into the session.
What?
15 seconds left to go. These guys are definitely on their final runs. And yeah, we are going to fade out the music now as qualifying is now complete. Checkered flag is in the air. Is anyone going to improve on their times? Or is that going to be it? We see Martin Webster. He's the fastest first sector. Let's see if he can keep that pole position. I see Klaus and Lance Nasir both completing their times. Not enough to improve. Both Martin and Marlon look like they're coming around the final corner now. Marlon takes it on pole! That is very surprising! Martin Webster had a perfect, fastest purple, I'm saying right now, first and final sector. But looks like 1 second off in the middle sector has cost him. And that is pole position for Marlon Young. It is an X-Play 1-2. Wow, okay. Even though you can't see the qualifying, man, you could just tell what just transpired there. Rahul Pratap says, so this is like a warm-up for the actual GT3 championship. Yes, it's like an off-season race, basically. Racing no points.
Do man like that star? Why the man supposed to hate for that style at the last minute?
And Sean takes it in P3.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Martin, you had the fastest first sector and final sector overall. I'm surprised you didn't get pulled there.
I'm carrying more weight, that's why. So in sector 3, he's blowing me by 4 tenths and 2 tenths out of that.
Right. Okay, well that was actually a pretty good qualifying.
Yeah, but we're even. I like the fact that we come together with a car that we're close, even in practice. That we
yeah, for sure. But that is an X-Play 1-2.
I still didn't find the pit entrance.
It's just before the first of the double apex right-hander, the last 2 corners, it's on your right.
Yeah, but every time I go into it, it says I'm going the wrong way or something like that.
You're gonna see a red patch on the right side.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna be approaching it again just now if this let me.
Let me see if I can watch
You
it.
might be able to come around quickly. Last thing I'll mention before I quickly jump off and jump back on here is that once you guys are on the grid, it is actually a 6-minute wait. This is just to introduce the stream. So yeah, you guys are just gonna be on the grid for 6 minutes instead of the regular 2 minutes, but that is just for the stream side. So yeah.
Is this it, Martin?
Hold on, I'm trying to view you, and I can't view you.
No, you can't view each other. You can't view each other.
Rahul, am I near? Is this the pit entrance?
No, we can't see. Can you share your screen on Discord?
What the hell?
Oh, wait, I think no, I can see you. I can see you on the map. I can see you on the map. So if you go straight from there, I think it teleported you.
Well, we'll figure it out.
It's just before you turn right, you will see it. The first 2 right-handers get into the start-finish straight.
Right.
Just
Before that.
Yeah, you're gonna see a red patch. Just pit entrance.
Okay.
So yeah, once you guys are put onto the grid, it is a 6-minute wait. And again, yeah, that's just to introduce the stream, so don't worry, there's no issues or anything. And there will not be a rolling start, so you guys are going on the lights. That's also because once you guys get on the grid, it is not your standard 2x2x2, and I think you'll find that out really soon. So yeah, once the lights go out, you are good for racing there. So
again, I was a bit distracted. You say it's a standing start?
yeah, it's a standing start.
Cool.
And the grid is a little bit jumbled up. It's not 2x2x2.
Okay.
I hope the clutch is enabled.
So yeah, the guys. Yeah, you got nothing to worry about. Just don't jump the start, and you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, flashbacks.
Yeah, last time I was on the hill, that was the knock-hill race.
Yeah, I figured that out as well. When you hold in the clutch, yeah, you have to keep it pushed in all the way. Honestly, it's better to shift into first instead of putting yourself into first and then using the clutch. I feel like it's quicker.
Knock-hill, we were on a hill.
Right.
Knock-hill race, we were on the hill.
Yeah.
Because it was way down at the back, when I put it into first gear and I clutched in, the car just rolled. The car was the new. You need to be on the brakes as well.
Right. All right, I'm going to introduce the stream, and I'll be back soon. Super excited to get this race underway. Welcome on out here. You saw the scenery, you saw the shots. We have 3 minutes left to go till we get underway to get this race under.
You need to be on the brakes as well.
So, looking at your grid really quickly here, we have, let's just get it for you now. We got Marlon Young on pole and Martin Webster in P2. That is an X-Play 1-2. In P3, we have Sean Lee. P4, we have Klaus Klint. P5, we have Tavar Clark. P6, I believe that's Danny Nasser. P7, Curtis Gregory. P8, that is Lance Sincere. And that rounds out your grid. We're here at the beautiful town of Le Mans in France. We're here for the double header, of course. As you see those shots there, we're here for the double header. The main attraction being at Circuit de la South for the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Going to be hosted next week. So, really excited for that race. But in the meanwhile, we got GT3 cars. We have a championship coming up in 2 weeks' time. So we get back out on track. We had a little grid walk. Taking a look at all the cars. We have 3 Mercedes at the front, basically. And we got that sneaky McLaren of Sean Lee. Then we got the Porsche of Tavar Clark. And the Bentleys at the back. But don't underestimate them. They are quick. We see the Lexus in the back as well. That is just the announcer car. But these are your competitors for today. And as the music fades out, we are 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go until lights out. We have 10 of you guys viewing the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys want to show support, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on that notification bell. I do see Lance's here teleporting to the pits and not too sure what that's all about. I don't know why you would do that, so let's just go into the chat just to make sure everything's all good.
Really?
So, just to give you guys a quick rundown, this will be a 30-minute sprint race. There will be a mandatory pit window at the 15-minute mark, and it will close at the 10-minute mark. That means these guys have 5 minutes to pit. There shouldn't be any safety cars. There will only be a VSC to bunch up the guys if there were to be a huge entanglement at the very beginning. No restarts. This is going to be a good race. I can guarantee it, man. Even though it's not the biggest amount of drivers who have come out here, it is talent that has come out here. And with 30 seconds left to go until the green flag.
That's a pit lane, I guess.
Yeah, I did that at Daytona. I know what you mean. Like at Daytona, I went.
I can start on the pit lane and start in the back anyway. I don't know if I can get drive though.
You'll get drive if you click drive, yeah.
Okay, lights, guys.
Yep. Good luck. Here we go. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. And we go racing. Looking in the distance now, it's Sean Lee taking the lead at the very beginning, jumping both X-Play members. There they all go around turn 1. Sean Lee gets the mega jump. Ooh, couple guys getting tangled up into the background. Not too sure where that is. We see Lance this here coming out. Was that the X-Play, guys?
Get a drive-through with speeding?
I didn't.
No, it was just you.
Why?
I'm not too sure.
So I gotta do the drive-through or else I'll get kicked, right?
Yeah. But there are the guys around. I'm not too sure why he got, Danny Nasir got a drive-through penalty. Very confused over that, but we have a little battle going on here. Look at this. Get on that hood cam. This is Martin Webster. He wants to make back positions big time. Oh, big lockup from Curtis, and Martin's gonna slip past him. There we see Danny Nasir gets a drive-through penalty. Again, I'm not too sure why. But we look back up the field. There is Sean Lee in the lead. Marlon Young is not too far behind. He didn't get collected in that incident you saw there. Look in the background there. There is Martin Webster. He wants to get Danny Nasir, but I think Danny Nasir is going to enter the pits very soon.
Good thing, guys.
But heartbreaking, as he's now up to P4. We're going to have to investigate why he got a drive-through penalty. Not too sure what has happened there. But he's got that car slowed down and into the pits. The thing is going to shuffle up a bit. So it's just a drive-through for him. So obviously he can't make any sort of stop. And he's going to come out. But that Bentley does have that top speed advantage. So he's going to be right back on this in no time. We see Curtis Gregory with an incident. He spun it on turn 2. Was that contact with himself and Lance Nasir? We are not too sure. We're going to have to take a look at that after the race. Here we have Martin Webster. He's just dishing out the overtakes. It is Martin versus Tavar Clark. Let's see what these guys can do. You know that Martin is very late on the brakes with that Mercedes. They're a drag race now. Coming up to the next chicane. We're going to see them just over the crescent now. Martin cuts to the inside. No, he stays behind him. Martin Webster very close. You can see how late he gets into the brakes, right on the rear of Tavar. Tavar in that Porsche is a very, very, very shady car. Look at the background.
It's coming.
We hear in the background, that is Marlon Young trying so hard to get up. I thought there was an incident. But there is not. There is not. We know that the Mercedes does have a bit of a better top speed than the Porsche. We see the arrow working in. You heard Martin use it. He goes around the outside. They both lock up into turn 1. They come around turn 2. Martin using a lot of that curve. They're side by side now, going under the Dunlop sign. They're coming around to one of my favorite corners around here. You got to really take a karting corner. Martin takes the position, however, but Tavar Clark is right back on him. Taking that more of a wider line. Tavar, oh, very close. But I don't suspect this battle to be over. That is why I'm not excited to see that overtake happen. Because Tavar is going to be very close under Martin Webster. We look back at Danny Nasir. He has found Curtis Gregory, the first victim on his list to overtake. And Lance Nasir is not too far. And Klaus is just up the road. But we go back to the leader. That is Sean Lee leading this one from Marlon Young and Martin Webster, who has put himself into P3 as an X-Play on the podium. Very unfortunate to see X-Play, however, in that big incident. At least Martin getting tangled up in it, but Marlon getting away. And now this is the battle we are going to be looking at. 24 minutes left to go and an extra lap. So hopefully these guys don't run out of fuel. Hopefully they have enough fuel to run in this battle here. Take a look at Sean Lee. His best time is a 1:38.829. And then we look at a 1:38.304. So we know Marlon is quicker around here. Let's actually go on board. Let's get on that hood camera right now. Let's see who he's taking these corners different to Sean Lee here. As we see in the background, that is Curtis Gregory and Danny Nasir actually getting way closer. I can see there. We're going to jump to their battle in just a moment. I want to take a look at Marlon Young. He is about 2 seconds behind. Sean Lee saying how the McLaren has no chance against the Mercedes. I wonder what he's thinking in his head now leading this Grand Prix. But there is Sean Lee ahead. And crucially, because Marlon Young and that Mercedes is way quicker at the moment. But Sean Lee is keeping that gap up very well. We look back. Let's find Danny Nasir. He is right on the bumper of that McLaren. Ooh, a big mistake from Curtis Gregory. And he's going to lose P7. But that is one down for Danny Nasir. We look in the background. Is there anything going on here? No. Not the moment yet, but we look back. Let's see where Lance Nasir is in correlation to Danny Nasir. It's not too far. It's only about 3 points. No, it's actually about 4 seconds there. Let's look back up the field now. There is Martin Webster in P3. He's about 10 seconds behind his teammates. Though with 22 minutes left, he might be closing in no time. Tavar Clark looks like he has backed off. He's going to start running some laps by himself. Hopefully he can catch up back really soon. The Porsche being very finicky out of all the cars. But it is a it is a demon around the corners. We look back up the field. This is the battle for the lead here. 2 seconds separate the two. Looks like Sean Lee has started to put the throttle down. And he's starting to build a gap. Marlon Young not too far behind. We look in the background. Let's find where Klaus is. Klaus is about 6-7 seconds away from Tavar Clark there. We see Lance Nasir actually getting overtaken by Danny Nasir. Oh, listen to that engine scream. Lance Nasir trying to see if he can get back. Listen to that engine. That is violent. Just doing a bit of an audio check, make sure everything is good. 4 seconds there. Let's look back up the... All right, cool. The audio is good. Maybe a bit loud on the mic. Just going to turn that down.
Wait, I was just told the pit window closes in 2 minutes. Doesn't it open in 2 minutes?
It opens in about 6 minutes.
Oh, okay. I guess crew chief is all.
If it does say, just follow it. If the pit window does open, follow it. So we see both X-Play members in
It's the crew chief app, not assetto corsa. So I think crew chief might be broken or something.
But we see Martin and Marlon into the pits. Not too sure if the pit window did open for them to come in. We know that the pit window opens at 15 minutes left in this race. Did X-Play not fuel enough for this race? Yeah, the pit window opens in about 5 minutes time. I think I'm hearing someone cannot hear them completely. Yeah, Martin, your mic is very muffled. I cannot hear you. Ooh, Curtis Gregory, the spin. But we hear Martin Webster saying that the pit window was closing. Not too sure what's going on with that.
Pit window is now closed. The leader, Lee, is pitting. The car ahead's pitting now.
Yeah,
I've been disqualified because it's saying that I didn't do the one that or
Well, there's 2 minutes left for pitting.
There was?
Seems like it was, right?
Alright, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, we can just... I think someone's mic is echoing with me.
I got disqualified.
Yeah, everyone did. That's
Yeah, we all
okay.
did.
That's okay. We're just going to run with this list, and I'm just going to put it to a 20-minute session. So yeah, no worries about that.
Yeah, I guess crew chief was right.
However, I'm not too sure because the game says the pit window opens at 15 minutes left and it closes at 20 minutes left. So that would be 15. That'd be 15. It opens and 10 minutes it closes.
No. That sounds totally upside down.
I think that's what happened. It was upside down. It closed at 20 minutes into the race. 20 minutes left on the race. That's what it closed at.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
It was upside down.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll just put it back up, and then yeah, we'll just go racing from a
just
single
take them
file.
one in order. Let's come out in single file and
Yep, all good with
do a
me.
20 minute
So you guys
sprint.
can just quickly
Yeah,
leave
but-
the server.
How much fuel do I need now?
Oh, that is.
Just fuel to the end, I guess. You don't need to worry about pit stop.
So we got disconnect.
Yeah, just quickly just leave the server, and I'll tell you guys when to join back
20
in.
minutes.
Disconnect and come back in.
Yep.
So what we having at
So 20 minute sprint, no pit stop, I guess.
Yeah.
So exit. Okay.
Yeah, you
Let me
guys
know
can
when to
exit.
rejoin.
Yep. Yeah, again, this was just a test to see if the pit window would work. But,
Hello.
yeah.
It worked.
That was a good start, boy.
The
Yeah, it
McLaren
was
out like a
definitely,
bat in
yeah.
hell, buddy.
Yeah,
Bat in hell.
I was sitting on the grid and then I remember it's like, oh shucks, this McLaren got a demon start and I didn't practice the start to the Mercedes, so my res is too low.
It's not giving me a chance to join.
No, because it's not open yet.
Not yet.
Oh.
Hold on. He'll tell you when.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry, I was starting to reel you in though.
Who, me?
Charlie.
I kept
John Lee.
I hold in at 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds.
Hey, Sean, that McLaren is totally different than the junk you were driving last night, eh?
That one last, it was rough, buddy. Couldn't get no.
If I didn't know that, I would have jumped in it as well. I don't mind this Continental, this Bentley are driving. A little both, but I like the McLaren from when we had run that little McLaren three race series.
For me, if I don't like the car while driving, I just don't get into it. So I like the McLaren, and I wanted to drive. I was gonna drive the McLaren anyway, even if it was slower today. I would have just drive it for the fun, anyways.
So you can keep
Yeah,
it to the
I'm,
championship,
Danny.
I guess then.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
That Bentley sounds really good. Like, it's probably the best sounding car on the grid.
What?
It's fast, but it's heavy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it has the highest weight, right?
Hey, Danny, when you go by the pit with that car, it sounds
Yeah.
like 2 Corvette C7 together.
It's probably a V12, right?
It's freaking loud, man. It runs good though. I like it.
All right, so
You already want to put me in it. I wasn't going to try it.
I
'cause it looked
told
like
you.
a big clunker.
I says I climbed into the thing and it felt so stable. I said, "You work on this thing. This thing could be real fast."
All right, server is back up. I have now changed the format, so it is now no mandatory pit stop whatsoever. However, instead of doing a 20-minute race, I have now split it into 2 10-minute races.
She complicated matters.
Man too sharp.
It's 2 20-minute races with the second one being reverse grid.
220 or 210.
Sorry, 2 10s, 2 10s.
Yeah, but 10-minute race is only like an 8-lap race.
So
No,
do you
I
want?
do a 10-lap race and a 10-lap race.
Yeah, it's
Over
2.
here.
Sorry,
No, fellas.
Two
Don't know what
10-minute.
we're gonna do here.
do you want to extend it? I'm happy to extend it.
No.
Yeah, man, extended.
So what?
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I have
One
the
straight race.
I'm kind of
Only 6
depending on
laps.
this being a set time.
Do 1 20-minute race and done, man.
All right.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do it.
because it's only 6 laps.
And then we just sprint to the end. No pit stop.
All good with me.
Okay, you gotta come out back then for him to change that.
Yep.
No problem.
It's also gonna have.
20-minute sprint, no pit stops, right?
Yeah, it's also
Yeah.
gonna have the extra lap at the end,
Yeah, plus the
No
extra.
problem. No problem.
just like how we used to. So yeah, just stand by into the chat.
So I was doing 40 fuel for the entire race.
I can disable fuel if you guys want, just to make it easier.
No, I don't
No,
disable.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
All right.
No, leave the fuel. Let other guys use their math. Let them use their brain. I mean, I was doing 40 fuel for the entire race, 30 minutes. So I just need to do 2/3 of that.
Wait, hold on. Is anyone else on the server? Because it says
no, leave.
server seems to be
No,
unavailable.
No,
server's not up
Raul
yet.
is changing it again because he was doing
Okay,
10 minutes. Now he's going back to a 20-minute sprint.
All right, now it's up.
Chop.
Yep, you can join it now.
And what order are we gonna go? The order we just finished? We just crashed in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys
Okay,
want
so
to?
you gotta call it out.
I could turn it back to when we did before the pit stops, because I know the pit stops did mess up a lot of you guys' strategies. I can just tune it back to then.
We go back to where we qualified, man.
I can do that. Why go back to where you guys qualified?
Yeah.
No, we go back.
Put
to
an
where we
extra
were.
lap.
I'm fine with that.
Put an extra lap and let's do one rolling start.
Marlon, You didn't like that whole shot you get how you want to roll and start.
No, not me. Me not. No,
That
it's
is
not
me,
me.
that's me.
I
Come on, I
put the
mean
wrong thing.
Martin, you didn't like that whole shot. How you want to roll and start.
Can you? Because they can't get out. Like
You want
quick,
little favor I had, you want to take away from me. This man an easy boy.
Oh man,
Okay,
the
I
bot
guess
is
the
back
whole idea of the
prevention,
series is
right.
that it's meant to be kind of sporadic. But I think changing it like 20 times before we start back up, that's a bit much.
Me too. I go with anything. I here for the fun.
All right, just let me know when you guys are all in, and I'll just skip the session. You guys are all in?
I'm
Oh,
in.
all right, perfect. I'll do it then.
I'm joining now.
Okay, yeah.
It's showing 8 people only. It should show 10. It should show the announcer and
me.
announcer's in.
It's my,
Okay, hold
it's
on.
me, it's
We
me,
only got 8 people
it's
here.
me,
Some people are missing.
it's me, it's me.
Me.
Marlon too.
I'm in.
Okay, Martin is in. Marlon is not in.
No, he's not
I'm
loaded
coming
in.
in now.
It's just me.
Okay, Marlon is in now.
It's just me.
So okay, that's it. So
It's just me.
announcer and 8
It's
people,
just, yeah,
that's
it's just me.
it. Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to go next session.
Not too late.
All right, so you guys want to go off of qualifying format?
I'm good with anything.
Okay, we can go with the same qualifying.
I was gonna say I'll just put it back to before everyone started to pit.
No problem if it could work. Whatever could work, I ain't got no problem.
Yeah. I feel like that'll be a bit easier and more fair because you guys weren't supposed to pit then.
Ooh, mic is open.
Drive where we are right now and go.
Would you like to drive where you are and go? How's the grid? Are you guys fine with that?
Oh, the grid is messed up though.
I don't
Unless
care.
you're gonna do a rolling start.
I don't mind if we do a rolling start if you want. If you guys want.
I'm good with anything.
Who's on pole?
Yeah, announcer.
Uh,
Tavar's on pole.
Tavar.
You guys want to run with this? Just
Yeah,
run
let's
with
run
this?
it.
Yeah,
enough,
let's
man.
run with it, man. Let's run with it. Don't waste time.
Okay, let's go. Lights and we just go from here.
All right, yep,
Yeah.
that's good.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, so don't worry about the Lexus that's on pole. That's gonna disappear. All right, so a little bit of miscommunication with the server again.
I think it's love it when you have someone in the other room who is extremely bassy speakers, and that's all you can hear throughout the whole entire race. Because that's me right now.
Oh,
Who's the announcer?
that's the stream. It's gonna go away now. As soon as the lights come
Okay,
up.
lights, let's go.
All right, good luck. All right, to start this race up again.
Tavar disappeared. No, that's the announcer.
6 lights, and it is go once again. We see now. Looks like bit of shoving there at the very beginning,
Action, man.
and we see both McLarens. He's right.
Clutch.
Tavar already going down to the bottom.
Okay. So I touched the pit, and then I got a 200 km/h speeding penalty. Oh
That's what I
no.
got in the first race, so gotta live with it.
We look back at the front though. It is Sean Lee back into first. However, Klaus now into second, Martin into third, and Tavar into fourth. Did you put on your setup?
I think I did.
But there is Tavar. He's gonna want to make back some positions ASAP now.
Maybe it's be faster.
But look back on board. Is that Martin taking the position from Klaus? Looks to be. Yes, it is. He makes the move done. We go on board. 20 minutes and counting. A little red flag, but we are back and rolling. Oh, Klaus with a mistake. He puts in the gravel. Oh, he's going to spin it. Can he get the car going again? Yes, he can. It's not beached. There's Tavar, though. He's up into P3 now. Now the podium positions. Sadly, though, Marlon losing out, though, because of the jumbled up grid. But it's now Martin with a chance for victory. Ooh, big mistake from Sean, it looks like. It is Martin now on the charge. They're gonna go side by side now, just after the Dunlop Bridge, and Martin is gonna take the lead. One little mistake from that McLaren, and it has cost him the lead of this one. Can he bring it back, though? There is Curtis. He takes his drive-through. So just a straight shoot to the end. That's what these guys have. But look how close this McLaren is. The 650S is sticking onto that Mercedes. Just ahead. Let's look in the background. Let's see where Tavares. Tavares already 2 seconds behind. And Danny Nasir, this restart helping him to get back up into this battle. But Marlon Young, not too far behind. Lance Nasir is falling behind. Klaus with that mistake. And Curtis with the drive-through. But look how close Sean is. Maybe this restart was for the better, because we've gotten an even closer battle. X-Play versus Cams. Back inside the car, Martin puts in the fastest lap. A 1:38.5 after lap 2, I believe. Look how stable that McLaren is. Not as good on the brakes as the Mercedes is. Man, that Merc is going. Oh, a little bit of oversteer, but he saves it. It's still under a second. This might be a battle to the end. Ooh, a little bit of an incident for Curtis Gregory. Where is he? He is on the last corner. So probably a spin for him. Not too sure what transpired. But that is the closest battle so far. We look in the background. Marlon Young is doing some work on Danny Nasir. He's closing that gap down real time. But we go back up the field. Sean Lee, 6 tenths now. He's put down 2 tenths even after that little mistake of oversteer. More Kirby takes than Martin, but the aggression of that front engine and that Mercedes is helping him along these corners. That's Martin Webster. Let's see that rear view camera. Let's see where that battle is and how close Sean gets in the corners. 15 minutes left to go and 1 lap. And the bots in the chat are running wild. Martin Webster with the fastest lap. It's at 37.6. But you see in the first sector, that is where we saw, ooh, in the background, what has happened to Danny Nasir? Danny Nasir being overtaken by both Marlon and Tavar? No, actually, it was just Marlon Young who was overtaking him. Tavar is still in third. But Marlon getting the overtake done. And now he sets his eyes on the podium positions. Where is Sean Lee? Sean Lee still behind Martin Webster. 8 tenths separate the two. How good is Sean around the final sector of this track? And the bot's still running wild in the chats. we're trying to figure that out as we go. We look back at Marlon Young, and now this is a battle for P3. Danny Nasir not too far behind. Ooh, listen to that sound of that Bentley go across our screen. Let's just take a listen to these guys. Oh, actually, no, a big lockup. Maybe it might not be the best time to crank it up. He is very close.
I guess it was me.
Looks like Sean Lee did make a mistake. I was looking at the telemetry, and Sean Lee is now 5 seconds behind Martin Webster, but I'm not losing this battle right here. Deep on the brakes, Marlon goes. Tavar, so much lockup in that car.
You mean I can save tires now, Sean?
Oh, Sean spins it! Oh, that's gonna be a little bit of an incident there.
My tires hot.
Yeah.
That was my problem.
And Martin Webster has booked it out of here. And Danny Nasir has closed up into this battle. It has now turned in the battle for second. Sean Lee is going to close up that gap. I can tell you that much.
Tires on fire.
But Tavar Clark is holding the train up. He's got two cars behind him, and Sean Lee is going to get there in no time. This is going to be a good battle for second then. Look how close Marlon is. That Mercedes. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to have a look? Down T1. You can see how much better on the brakes Marlon Young is. Look how close he gets. And Danny Nasir not too far behind. In driver's eye. He wants for a move. He doesn't get the move done. The door is shut. Look how slow these guys are around here. Sean Lee will catch up in no time if the straight stays like this. Marlon putting it down the inside. It's contact. And Marlon has spun it. Has it? Was it a wasted opportunity? It might have been for a corner like that. But Danny Nasir now. In prime position in the podium. And he is battling for P2. Oh, costly mistake. Those tires are on fire, I could tell. Oh, he's just lost it. But his teammate, Martin Webster, it's kind of weird. Last race, you know, just before we called out the red flag, it was Martin with the issues and Marlon with the full charge. And now this race, it's the other way around. Ooh, Curtis with a bit of donuts. Giving the guys a little bit of a show in the crowd there. But look how close this battle is. It is Danny Nasir versus Tavar Clark. Oh, Tavar takes it wide, actually. Oh, Danny Nasir has a great run. He blocks onto the inside.
Most times you move into Tavar.
Tavar probably using
Coming up there, Curtis.
two moves, not too sure. But Tavar desperately trying to keep this position, and Danny Nasir, I told you the Bentley is fast. Look how close Danny Nasir is. He doesn't make the same move Marlon did. Probably the smarter choice to wait on the straight. He knows he's the quicker car. There's no reason to go for the move. Unless a mistake he can force out of Tavar. Danny takes it very wide. Trying to do every trick in the book. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Worried out Danny Nasir. You saw him react very late there. And he's just going to lose time. Down the chicane, there is Sean Lee. He's working his way back up. About 8 minutes left to go. Let's get back in that rear camera of Tavar Apologies for that. And if you look in the background, you might be able to see a charging Sean Lee. There he is. You see him in the background. But Danny Nasir, look how quick that car is getting the slipstream. It's working. He puts it down the inside. Tavar doesn't challenge him. Oh, but Danny Nasir a little bit wide there. They're side by side around T1. They're not going to crash into each other, but Tavar is going to take back the position. I'm telling you, man, the Porsche is really good around the corners. Danny Nasir looks like he might have another chance. Around turn 3. Nope, both cars looks like it's porpoising. Actually, oh, Danny Nasir taking too much of the bounce. Looks like, and wasn't able to carry that momentum around here. Hard on the brakes now, Danny is very, very close to Tavar Clark. Tavar lagging a little bit. But I don't want to mention it. I don't want to ruin this battle that's going on right now in fear. These guys are going to slow up, but we will keep an eye on it. Look how close Danny Nasir is. He's finally got some luck on his side. And Lady Luck is delivering. Ooh, Klaus with a bit of an incident. Danny Nasir, ooh, door-to-door contact. But they stay racing, and look who is knocking at the door. It is Sean Lee. Sean Lee has closed up the gap, and he's up into P4. Where is Marlon Young? Marlon Young is only 12 seconds behind. But if a VSC were to come out, if a multiple car incident were to occur, we might see him back in the battle. Tavar Clark, we go back to him. Ah, man, issues. It looks like he might be pulling that car into the pits. He does. We look back at this battle over here. Is it getting dark out in France? The headlights are on. I'm not too sure. Looks like it is getting a bit cloudy there. Is it forecast for rain in the next 6 minutes? I don't think so. Sean Lee tries to get a move around Danny Nasir. Ooh, very close to him there. But Sean Lee is very much into this battle now. 5 minutes left to go, plus 1 lap. Hopefully these guys have the amount of fuel. There is Danny Nasir. Look how close Sean is. Let's stay on this camera. Let's crank it up. Tavar Clark with a massive crash! What has happened? Did Tavar lose it? I'm not too sure. But Tavar completely wrecking his car out of this. What has happened? Does he have damage? I'm not too sure. The damage is pretty low, but that puts Marlon Young into this battle. But Danny Nasir has been gifted, essentially, P2. I am about to lose my voice around here. 4 minutes left to go, and Sean Lee is back on the tail of Danny Nasir. Wow. Man, I don't know. Maybe it was lag. I'm just not too sure what had happened for that car to react on a straight. But you see how close. Driver's eye. You see how close Sean Lee is to Danny Nasir. This is the battle for P2. We look in the background. Looks like that is an incident with Curtis Gregory. You know, the front guys are coming up. There they are, actually. He does call out blue flags, and Curtis does get out the way. You hear the panic in Danny Nasir's voice. But this is the battle for P2. Curtis does get out the way. And this might be a straight shoot to the end. Oh, you hear the brakes on that thing. Squealing. Just getting to a halt. We look in the background, though. I want to take a look at this. Tavar Clark. It's under pressure now. From a different manufacturer. You see in the background, I mean, right in front of you on your screen there, that is the battle between Danny Nasir and Sean Lee. But the battle we are looking at here is Tavar Clark versus Marlon Young. Look how close he is. Like I said, Marlon Young on the brakes. Very, very good. We'll come back to it in just a moment. I just want to see how close Sean Lee can get on this front straight now. Looks like the clouds are setting. I don't believe there will be rain. But I think the ponchos might come out. Even though there's 2 minutes left to go, there might be a bit of a rain that happens. I'm not too sure, but it is very cloudy out here. He doesn't get close. Where is Marlon? Marlon is good on the brakes here. Turn 2 is his specialty. Hard on the brakes. There they go. They have Curtis in the way. Zavar opting for more curb, but it wasn't quick enough. Marlon still on the hunt. Curtis, kind of deja vu now, has to release 2 cars at turn 4. Ooh, look how close Marlon is. 1/10 separate the 2 guys. We look back up the field. Looks like Sean Lee is about 6 seconds now, half a second. You hear Sean Lee saying closing the door.
Alright. No, good.
Sean Lee saying he closed the door on me, man. Let's look at the leader, though. A minute left to go. Looks like 2 laps to go, I believe, for Martin Webster. And he is comfortable in this lead. However, all the battles are going on behind him. Danny Nasir making that Bentley as wide as possible. And you see in the background, there is Tavar Clark and Marlon Young. This red flag was definitely for the good. And it has now gifted us an amazing race. These guys looks like they have about 2 laps to go. On board with Marlon Young. Can he do anything on this front straight? Hard on the brakes. Look how much lockup Tavar does. But Marlon Young is very close. Like I said, the numbers are not high, but the battle is close. It's contact. Marlon gets it spun around, and that battle is over. Oh, deja vu hitting the rear. But we have to go back up to this fight as soon as possible. Sean Lee is going to have about 2 more laps to go, possibly. Ooh, a little bit too much curb for Sean. But that is going to be the battle over. Oh, he spins it again, Marlon Young. That is going to at least wipe that sweat off your brow, Tavar. That was pressure at its finest. But luckily, it's all over. But one battle that is not over is Sean Lee versus Danny Nasir. Martin Webster, I believe 2 laps to go, or he's on the final lap. We will find out. Look how wide that line is from Sean Lee. I'm about to lose my voice out here. Ooh, very wide. Danny Nasir is around there. Has it given Sean one more chance? He's gonna have to cut the track. But he's gonna give that position back, though. I think he's just watching what... Ooh, I see Marlon taking it to the pits, but I think he was just reacting to what Danny was doing. Not too sure about that. But is Martin Webster on the final lap? We stay on board with him, or does he have one more lap to go after this? I believe this might be his final lap. Is Sean too far to take Danny Nasir on one more go? Or will it be one more lap to go for Martin? Or will this be it? He comes across the line now. And now it's going to be the final lap. Oh, we look in the background. Is that Lance Nasir versus Tavar Clark? Yes, it is. Side by side, both they go. Coming down the straight here. And Tavar is going to edge out Lance Nasir. We go back to this battle up here. Both of these guys are going to be on the final lap. Can you expect a lunge, a late dive from Sean Lee? Sean Lee is now 7/10 down. That might be it for him.
2 old men on the podium.
Hold on, they're still in the battle. We hear Martin Webster looking at the leaderboard and realizing his old man, Danny Nasir, has a chance to take P2. But very close this battle is. Sean Lee, 8/10. Separate the two. But man, what a battle this has been. And what a race this has been. The gap between them and Martin Webster is so far. But we look back to Martin Webster in dominant fashion has won
That's some serious straight line, dude.
this race. We go back just to make sure this battle ain't over, because it definitely isn't. Martin Webster takes the checkered flag, but who's gonna take P2? It's 7/10 the difference. Sean Lee does not have much time left. Never say never. Danny Nasir goes a bit wide. 2 corners left to go. Sean does not make the lunge. Can he get one more little inch going? No, it does not. Danny Nasir takes home P2, and Sean Lee takes P3.
That was sick.
That was very.
Oh my, I'm lightheaded from that one. That
That's
was
the end of it.
a battle.
You know how much time I almost hit you, bro?
That was a
Oh, I know.
battle.
The car bulky, so it's rough slowing it down. But then when you put the power down, you're gone.
Once you exit that corner, that's it. I'm done.
You have to get me on the brake.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was close on the
god,
finish.
wow.
Just couldn't finish it off, you know. By the
There's
time
your
I
race
get to
winner.
You were already too far gone in the straights. It was good
There's
fun
your
though.
race
I'm
winner.
sweating right now.
Wow. Not you alone.
Oh man.
You were holding me to 8/10, and I'm like, oh my god, I ain't got no more.
When I make that one spin, the tires in the back just get red, and I just couldn't. That was it. Everything.
Yeah, the same thing with me.
I had to go a
couldn't
whole lap
control.
for cool down. I spent 2 times actually. I had to cool down and then come again. But I can't complain. Third place, not bad.
Not bad indeed. Yeah, congratulations. That I think that red flag was for the best. And that brought out some great racing. I want to talk to the top 3 here. Starting with you, Sean Lee. A mistake in the middle of that race, but you were so close to getting back your P2, but P3 you have to settle with. Take us through that race.
And I came in here totally unprepared and, you know, jump into this car, just do a quick tire temperatures and stuff, tire pressures. And this car is fun, much fun, I must say. P3, I take it.
For sure, man. Congratulations. Danny Nasir, this is a career best for you here. It's P2. How was that race for you?
Well, that was okay, I guess. Lance, told me last night when I jumped in these cars for the first time, drive the Bentley, it's stable, and it is. Just that it's a bit bulky, it's a little heavy, so slowing it down is a little hard. But the torque coming off the corner, once I exit the corner, I'm just gone. So it's hard for anybody to catch me up to do something on the fast on the braking. So it was good. I'm happy with the P2. I had a couple of bumps. Tavar and I had a couple of battles on bump, and then eventually we touched and he spun out. So I'm not too sure how that went down. So I'd really like to look back at that. It was my fault. My apologies. But definitely a P2. Yeah, career best. Yeah, I'll take that. A low turnout today. So you got to capitalize on those days. So thanks.
Take us through that battle you had towards the end there. What was your mindset, when you had a McLaren just right at the rear of you under a second for like the past 10 minutes?
Well, it's not so much a McLaren. It's a McLaren plus Sean Lee. So that's a that's a combination that had me a little bit worried. But then I quickly realized that when I get off the corner, I'm really quick. So I figure if I park the car in the middle and do my thing, and just make sure I'm gentle coming off the corner and put the power down, then I should be able to hold it. So it's all about holding your nerves and you know being able to not make a mistake or anything like that. Maybe one or two small mistakes, but not enough for him to capitalize on. But definitely he had me sweating for sure.
Yeah, for
I
sure,
was
indeed.
deafened for like I don't even know how long.
No, you didn't miss much. Well,
just
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it was during the race because I put my pit limiter on or something, and I probably clicked my deafen button by accident. So it's right next to it.
Right. We'll take a look at that after the race. And
Just add up to, Raul, give me just 30 seconds. Just add up, put that in.
your mic is cutting out.
Go ahead, Raul.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so now I quickly want to talk with your winner here. Martin, looks like that Mercedes you got under your belt and you were just flying out there. That was a commanding lead you had throughout that race.
Yeah, it's too bad for Marlon because I think this was Marlon's race to lose, and he had some incidents, and then of course the red flag. But once I got the car under my belt and I was able to get by Sean, because that was the most important thing. I could stay with Sean, but he had to make a mistake for me to get past, and he did that mistake, and I was able to just accelerate by him, and then that was the end of it. But this car we chose it using a lottery, and this came out on top. So this was the car that we had to work with, and it turned out to be pretty handy with both me and Marlon. I mean, in terms of our qualifying pace and everything, our race pace was extremely similar, almost within a thousandth of a second. So it worked out really well, and I'm happy the first win. I mean, yeah, low turnout, but 2 old men on the podium, you can't go bad. With that, you really can't go wrong with that.
Oh, I'm nothing behind you guys, bro.
But 3 old men on the podium.
Hell yeah.
The senior citizen thing, it's good for old people, and it's good that I took care of Tavar, because the youngsters are always nipping at me, and it was fun to get one over on Sean for the first time. I think that's the first time I really got one up on Sean, so I'm happy with that.
We always have good battles, though.
Yeah, for real, for sure.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, that was a great race, and honestly, I hope I could see you all in about 2 weeks when we do the GT3 Championship, because it looks like already you guys are already getting comfortable with the equipment that we've given you guys out there. So yeah, great race, and we'll end off the stream here if you guys want to say your last little goodbyes.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Man.
take care, Sean. Martin.
Man, oh man, wow. Regardless of numbers, these guys know how to put on a show. We apologize for the red flag. It's a bit of an inconvenience for everyone. But luckily, we're only using this week to just test out the potential of a GT3 championship. And I think after that race, you just have to have one. The battles that was going on there, wow, great one. We see Pratab saying it was a great one and a great teaser for the championship to come. Indeed. That is it for us. However, it is not over at this circuit. The guys are going to have to stay here in France for another week, as next week we're going to be hitting it the full layout at Le Mans for the 24 Hours of Le Mans Virtual. Our all-star event here at CMRSC. And these guys, for the first time, a part of regulations now, it is a single make fixed setup race. These guys are going to have complete equal machinery. And if you call that race close, what will we see next week? I can't wait to get there. And I cannot wait for GT June to truly get underway. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the stream. I know it wasn't the finale at Indy you guys were expecting at Long Beach, but hopefully we did give you guys the entertainment. And dang, I love that race from start to finish. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Take it easy, guys.